starting over. Far away in an abandoned turtle shell, there was a tiny man called Snuffle Wuffle Wessel. Every Tuesday, he watched me work out while he sat wondering who I was looking at. Nobody knew about my Finkel Donk, which over the years became like muffins. It has golden spoon on its inner thigh. Luckily, it did not tear the balls off the inner sides of the tiny turtle shell. But instead, it became a magical fish-like creature, which, when large enough and only during dawn, could exit the Earth's atmosphere. Let's see here. To the planet Borax, where it landed on a cheese factory that Willy Wonka had failed to ensure. Sadly, the cheesiest cheese from the planet's core was no longer inside the factories, but instead only, let me make this bigger screen here. But instead only, they found a cheese beast with 3 heads roaming the far reaches of the Eye of Thundera. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a big pie competition had started. The cheese beast showed up to the pie competition with such confidence that he began strutting his stuff and disrespecting the other people's face. All the while, the other folks armed themselves with anti-cheese missiles, and Luke Skywalker, using Luke as human meat shield, they forged ahead to secure the pie-eating competition. And so the cheese beast was the greatest thing that never was seen for a whole 2 seconds of love and cheese with some crackers and wine. Oh boy. Meanwhile, at the side of the abandoned amusement park and behind the local wine store, they were kissing inside a barrel. It's getting good, you guys. It's getting good. Inside a barrel under the brightest of big stars, when all of a sudden he took her by the hand and kissed her. Gently at first. Then she said, "Take me away to get wine in your TARDIS." Oh boy, this is good. There once was a baby goat who went to the supermarket for a bag of Magic Ritz crackers. Upon leaving, he stumbled across a giraffe that lived under the bridge. He exclaimed, claiming, "Where the hell did you get those awesome mittens?" Well, from the thrift store across the pub. Can you show me the way of the ninja so I can sneak into the bakery owned by Queen Elizabeth II and her corgis and assassinate the president of the Welsh Rugby Union because of his hatred of dance? However, the person responsible for the pints and biscuits was running late in the TARDIS due to the Doctor's favourite companion. There once was an ugly barnacle who lived in a pineapple house along the white sandy shores of Newcastle upon Tyne. One day, he strolled down the supermarket to fill his shopping trolley full of cheese toasties, fish and chips, bangers and mash, bubble and squeak, corned beef patties, steak and ale. Oh my god. Okay, welcome back, Phoenix. Oh my good lord. Okay. Boy. Oh god. Boy with gravy, cheese on toast, giant Yorkshire puddings, delicious Welsh cakes, scrumptious Cornish patties. Oh my god. Scrumptious Cornish pasties, homemade Scotch eggs, corned beef hash, and a scone. Gathering up tables, he found a cupcake and turtle on the side of an old wet ashtray inside the old barn of animal zombies and aliens from the planet Raxa Coracophalapatorius, known as Raxa Coracophalapatorians. These are rare creatures that like Vinfer Pilguningin Gogari Trindroberal Ons Ilio Gogocha as their preferred holiday destination. With fellow Raxacori Cophalapatorians, the Silithine, who enjoy tongue twisters and long walks at the beach, rolling on shore, singing merrily supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh god. And they also enjoyed watching the Brady Bunch on a small portable Game Boy Micro. Pig that began warbling aimlessly towards amnesty for Wookiees, when suddenly a banana is thrown at Lady Orange, filled with wine, with a side of Colby Jack cheese on a toasted croissant, which was the tastiest muffin of all time. Fail fish sticks. A jar of honey unexpectedly fell on someone's butt that was shiny in chrome, so nice that it shone in the light of crystals, like an angelic turtle with braces, feeding a tiny muffin to a giant horny toad with big red hot pockets that blister in the TARDIS during the solar storm of pancakes that taste like the most beautiful thing you could ever imagine. I like turtles. The ones with inside-out hats riding majestically on the road to Absinthe, which is Muffins' fantasy town, ever since the awkward incidents when Muffins farted on Dragon's face during crazy Banda butt sex, and Shell walked in when Shell walked in with a within. I lost my place. With a big bushy beard that glistened like a wet asparagus and smelled like pink pony hooves. This sentence. We're breaking the fourth wall here, guys. Oh my god, this sentence is way too long, or is it? Mama just killed a man, pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but Champ John Cena, do, versus The Undertaker. In Hell In, a Cell Live on Monday night. Raw with guest Franklin Budapest, the king of all the things. Meanwhile, at the Pokemon Center. At the Pokemon Center by Emerald Cindy, the eldest daughter of the mayor, Broomhilda, snuck out to collect all the cards and Pokemon. She would travel inside a barrel full of penguins. Full of penguins that looked like tiny baby chickens, wearing little tuxedos, wielding a cane, and shouting insults while breakdancing to hardcore NSYNC remixes. This story, though, is the best damn story the world has ever heard. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble. I've seen muffins, and now I have seen the light from the back hallway as it illuminates the silhouette of a lonely wildebeest who tastes like cheese and donuts wrapped meticulously in a blue velvet with a touch of scented oil. AFK a sec. Oh God, I will take a AFK a sec and take a time to take a sip of wine. Hello, Shagget. Welcome. We're reading the 3-word story.
Where did you get these words from?
Everyone is putting them together for a story.
Oh, okay.
Said the man, while on a very much needed vacation in the eastern region of the western region the western region in the northern part of the innermost reaches of the first Monado Blade location, otherwise known as Cardiff Wells, and now I'm back with some little naked mole rats. All I knew was that someone had forgotten the chance to eat 100,000 cats and dogs was soon approaching. On Orange's birthday, the day when an unexpected lady heard the song that goes like shoop shoop shoop, doop a doop, bing bang bong, ding dang dong, cha cha cha. We thank you for the music. Horrible voices notwithstanding the harmonious tones of the glorious Babyface Muffins as they recite the infamous poem made by the bands in tune, way out west, along the foresty rivers, far from sight, so nobody would ever suspect them gain into the old graveyard. They grab their ukuleles and play Song of Storms. The lost words were starting to remind them of the time we travelled to Lady Orange's house back in then fair Pwylgyngion Logaricho Drob Winsio Gogogoch. And that is the end of the story, you guys. The end of the 3-word story. Very nicely put. That was amazing. That was so good. I'm like trying to think, maybe we need a theme to the next one. Finn, the end. We did it. Thin fair, Pwylgyn Gilgary, Twindro Williansi Yogogoch. I was going so well. I know, I feel like maybe it could have kept going. You read the Welsh so well. You know, I've had some practice.